Hey there, it's Allison coming to you live from Amelia Island, Florida on a beautiful but chilly Friday, December 18th. Beautiful day here, crisp. I love actually that our weather does change here a little bit. So we're in the northeast corner of Florida. So we do get a little seasonal change. The leaves fall off the trees. And it gets a little cool, which is nice. Sorry, there's a spot on my glasses, and if you know me, you know I don't like to have a spot on my glasses. Okay, so hey, most of you know me that watch these lives, but if you happen to bump into me and you've never met me before, just know that I'm an ordinary woman that actually has an extraordinary passion for living a happy, healthy life. So, and I love to share and encourage other people to live their happiest, healthiest lives too. So the holidays are right around the corner. A week from today is Christmas. I'm not ready. Are you ready? I'm not ready. I still have a few things to do. But I know that this Christmas is potentially going to be a lot different for many than it has ever been. And I know that a lot of people are already feeling that. They're feeling sad because they're not able to be with their families, or things are just going to look different this year. So I understand that. I just listened to a podcast from Jay Shetty. If you have not heard of Jay Shetty, he has the #1 health podcast in the world. He used to be a monk. He's a young man, but he spent some time living as a monk. He's written a book called Think Like a Monk, and he's a pretty incredible human being. His podcast is pretty impressive. He has some pretty impressive guest speakers. And today I listened to a podcast called 7 Ways to enjoy the holidays, either from a distance or together. So he gave 7 tips. I'm going to give you 4 of the 7. If you want the other 3, then of course, just let me know and I'll send you the link to the podcast. He also has, he grew up in Britain. He's Indian, but he grew up in Britain. So he has like the most beautiful accent. So he could be talking about widgets or something boring, I don't want to say because you might not find, like I was going to say quantum physics, but you might like quantum physics might not be boring to you. Anyway, he has a lovely accent. So I'm going to give you 4. And #1, he says, I love this idea actually, make a digital photo gallery of your favorite holiday pictures through the years. And I guess there's lots of apps that you can do that on. You can make like a still picture gallery, or you can make a video gallery, and then you can email that to your family, friends, whoever. And he said in the podcast, what that does is it creates storytelling. So as people are looking through pictures of the past holidays, then you'll be like, oh yeah, that was the year that, so-and-so got engaged, or that's the year that we had that big snowstorm and the power went out, or that's the year that the oven broke and we had to get takeout. It brings up all those memories and those stories. So it's kind of a nice way to bring up that storytelling. So that was #1. #2, he talked about, he mentioned, this is not very pleasant, but it was good advice. And this happens, right? We're human. We live in families, and sometimes we have a disagreement with those that we love, or those that we're close to, or those that we spend time with over the holidays. And so if that's happened to you, if you have some tension between you and a family member, or you and somebody that you're going to see over the holidays, he suggested to have that difficult conversation, but make sure you have it in private, like one-on-one with that person. Don't have it at the dinner table. Don't have it like while you're all sitting around having a few drinks. It's not the time, it's not the place. It's that a difficult conversation so you can clear the air should happen in private with you and the person that you're having the conflict with. So that the air can be cleared and you can enjoy your holidays. So I thought that was actually really good advice. #3, I really love this one. He calls it a gratitude circle, but he actually said you can call it whatever you want, but he calls it a gratitude circle. And you've probably heard about gratitude and writing a gratitude journal and writing like 3 things you're grateful for every day. Well, this is a little different, and I like his spin on it. So he said, share a high from this year and a low from this year. And it could be like your high is I got married this year, maybe your low is I lost my job this year. But when we share both the highs and the lows, it normalizes that we're human and we all go through struggles. So I really actually loved that idea, just sharing. And this year has been a challenging one for many, but I bet you there's been something good that you can find in this year. You can find that one little spark of joy among all of the other difficult stuff. So I like that. It's a gratitude circle, but he said you can call it whatever you want. And then last but not least, I like this one too. Do something you normally don't make the time to do. So this year, with so many countries, states, provinces being still in some level of lockdown and not really being able to, still having to social distance and not being able to be with all of the people that you want to be with, and holiday parties are canceled, staff, office parties are canceled. A lot of things that happen maybe in your town are canceled. Christmas parades, things like that might be canceled. So what it does is it actually frees up time for you over the holidays because you might have some time off. And it gives you an opportunity to do the things that you don't make time to do. So that might be like sitting down and watching a couple of your favorite Christmas movies that you don't make time to do, or, going out for a couple of long walks, whatever it is, what it is that you don't make time to do. Well, you might have the time over the holidays, so you can make the time to do that. So just recapping Jay Shetty's 7 ways to enjoy the holidays, either from a distance or close by. Make a digital photo gallery of all your favorite Christmas pictures, your memories from over the years. Have a difficult conversation with somebody to clear the air. Do it in person, do it in private. Don't do it in front of anybody else, just the two of you. Number 3, have a gratitude circle. So share a high and a low from this year. And number 4, do something that you don't normally make the time to do. So that is what I have for you. Again, if you haven't listened to Jay Shetty's podcast, I highly, highly recommend it. It is the #1 health podcast in the world. It's kind of a big deal. So obviously, you don't get that kind of title if you're not putting out really awesome content. So I really highly recommend it. And again, if you want the link to that podcast, just comment link below and I'll make sure that it gets in your inbox. All right. I hope wherever you are on this Friday evening that you're happy, healthy, and well. Until next time, peace out.